it's just us today. You and I. Bobby's relaxing on a vacation, well deserved.
What do we think he's doing right now?
Right now, I think today is the day that he and his wife are out drinking wine all day.
Oh,
so
okay.
Not what you and I are doing.
No, I'm not drinking any wine right now.
But if we could, well, we can. Why am I even saying that? We could drink wine right now.
We could.
You want to go get some wine?
I'm good right now, but thank you.
Me too. So he's out and everybody else is busy. So it's just you and me. So
just
now we get
cool
to really
kids.
tell the people what we think about things.
Right. We're not worried about the big bosses here to, try and tamper our true personalities.
Yeah, which is what he's always trying to do, tamper with our personalities.
Well, I would like to just get into this questionable decision today because I have, a list of ideas, but then I came across an article about weird ways to make money. And I just want to go through some of these ideas and, not is it questionable because I don't want to judge people who are really feel a need
I'll do
to
that part.
Okay. But just I want to throw out some of these ideas and put yourself in the position where you would because I think many of these weird ways to make money are going to be very desperate sort of situations,
Sad.
Some of them. So I want to just ask you and then let's talk about it. So number 1, work as a lice removal technician. Ugh. What do you think? You can make about $30 an hour. You go in with a little comb and you are combing lice out of their hair.
Okay, hot take. There are a lot worse technician-y type jobs. I can think of several to do with, transmitted diseases and such.
Yeah.
Lice, actually, that's kind of an opportunity. You're going to go in there, you're going to be wearing all your gloves, and you're going to just clean it, deep clean it. There could be something satisfying about it. I'm going to just clean all their hair. And, lice aren't icky. You don't want to get the lice, but it's almost like if you can get over the nastiness of it's also people who get lice sometimes, maybe they're not the cleanest, but that's not always true.
I don't think so.
Do we believe that? They always told you it's the kids with the cleaner hair that don't, or what do they tell you? They say that it's the kids with the dirty hair. Lice can't get around. And so it's actually the kids with the clean hair who get lice. Do you buy that?
I think that is actually true. And I only say that because there is a woman I know who works for a lice removal place. They started a little lice removal place.
So you know this person?
Busters. Not the person that they're talking about in this article, but I just know that this is an actual thing. It's because of the oils in the hair. It's not as easy for them to get to what they want on the hair. So you could just stop washing your child's hair. They might not get lice.
So here's a question. When you have a lice, who's hiring this person? Because if my kid got lice, I'd be going to the drugstore or getting some mayonnaise and I'd just be handling it.
Yeah.
I'm not calling a technician. Is this schools when there's an outbreak or something?
It's individuals. We had lice. Oh my gosh, our youngest was in preschool. He got it from preschool and it ended up everybody in the family got it. And it was Marley's hair was down to the middle of her back. Super thick hair, super fine, lots of hair, very fine. And it took an hour and a half every night to comb through her hair. So we did call the lice removal place to see this sounds easier, but it was expensive. It was okay, well,
see, that's the other,
instead.
You saying an hour and a half now all of a sudden makes me feel less good about it. Cause if I got in and you're shampoo this person's hair for 15 minutes, it's okay. I don't want to do it, but I could do that.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like meticulously going through and removing lice for an hour and a half, yeah.
A literal fine tooth comb, yeah.
There's a lot of people who like to build little tiny figurines and small scale, under a microscope. So, if you like to deal with fine textiles or arts and crafts, this could be a great job for you.
I feel like you're talking to me right now.
Yeah. If things don't work out for you here, Ariel, I have just the thing for you. Yeah. It's What do you think about this one?
I mean, I would do it. I think if I needed a job that paid $30 an hour and this was an option, I'd give it a try. It probably requires no education or certificate or probably much training at all. So,
you know, have that good technique though. You want to make it relaxing for the person too.
Oh, you got it.
What if you could charge like an upcharge? Like, I'll make this a nice, like almost massage experience for an extra.
That's true.
Bit
Add
of
some
money.
essential oils and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you could make it like a really kind of like a bougie service, like target
I don't know that I want
neighborhoods.
I don't know that I want my lice person like rubbing my shoulders. Like maybe I just need to keep those boundaries nice and clear. So
yeah, I think so.
I don't know if that'd be successful. All right, what's next?
All right, next one: paint dumpsters. Painting dumpsters. Okay. I feel like there's nothing else about this in terms of how much money you would make. It's just there are dumpster repair companies apparently pay people to paint them sometimes, or you could paint murals on them. My first thought is that it would be a very smelly job.
Who's paying that? Well, if it's the repair company, I would think that they are then cleaning them in order to take the paint. So it's probably not smelly. Plus, you're wearing a respirator, and you're probably using a
paint gun.
A paint gun.
Oh, that would be fun.
This is no different than like painting a trailer or like painting any kind of metal thing, I would imagine.
All right. What if it was like a mural? Like, say,
who's paying you to paint a mural on a trash can?
let's say there's a restaurant.
Let's say. Okay, let's say.
All right, moving on. I don't want to talk about this one anymore.
Okay, but a restaurant paying you for a mural. Okay, but then you're just an artist. You're not a dumpster painter. That can't be your thing. That can't be the niche.
You could. That could be your niche.
Ooh.
Would you do it? It's full of ripe garbage too.
Now that one, if you're doing it for a restaurant, that's going to stink. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know about that.
I don't think
the respirator would help, but no.
Yeah, if it was a paint gun, spray gun, and you're like going in a clean dumpster, that sounds kind of fun. I like power washing, so I feel like that would serve that same.
Yeah, no, I could see, there's those services that it's like the truck that comes and it picks up your person, like your county dumpster, like your trash can, and it like power washes the inside of them. That to me is a really cool service. Probably still stinks and all that, but
probably
like making things clean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, have you watched those rug cleaning like TikToks?
I love them. It's like you think they have a clean rug, and then they go like they're going in for another
10
round.
layers deeper.
And it's like so clean when they're done.
I know that is, and the sound like the squeegee and the spray and
as they push the water off. I would do that job.
I would do that. I would do that for
sure.
$2 an hour. That would be great. Yep. Hire us.
I have thought in the past that there's lots of those jobs where it's like people would love to just do it for a short period of time. Yeah. If you could make a marketplace for people to come do something for free, but then you just had lots of people come do it and you got free labor that way. There's lots of jobs. I would do that for 2 hours. There
are those farms that have like, you can go as a family, work on a farm today and pretend to be a farmer and you pay us $50 and we get all the labor out of you. Like, I mean, I could see
Bobby's got the Garrison Brothers whiskey in Texas. I don't think anybody can do it, but they'll have people come and bottle their bourbon for them. I think for a couple samples or something, but that's another one. You're saving quite a bit of labor cost if you can do that effectively.
Yeah.
That could be a marketplace where it's like, we could make some money.
Can we copyright that right now?
Yeah. Cut this out of the podcast so that way we have time to develop it into a business plan.
Okay. Sell jellyfish. So jellyfish kits sell for about $300. They include a tank, a 3-month supply of food, which I don't know what jellyfish eat, and a jellyfish. So you've got to source the jellyfish. You've got to go out and collect them. And then, it costs money to have the tank and then whatever the food is. This sounds like too many pieces for me.
Is this like a 7 pounds type of market? What is this? What is the purpose of this jellyfish?
I mean, just as have a pet jellyfish.
Well, why are you? Oh, it's not to some greater end? You're not like farming it for some other purpose?
No, you're just selling people a jellyfish. Like say Hudson grows up and he's like, Dad, I want a pet jellyfish. And you're like, all right,
Say,
Hudson.
hey, freakazoid. I don't understand. Why are they only giving you 3 months of food? Why is that like?
Well, to get you started, I'm sure. I bet that's included in it. Yeah. Or maybe jellyfish only live for 3 months. No, I don't know.
I'm not about this at all. Like, you got to transport these things and deal with like tanks. Like this.
Yeah.
No, I'd be painting the back of a trash can before I sold the jellyfish.
I agree. All right. Professional mourner.
Oh, now I've heard of these. Well, this is historically a thing. Like, people have been professional mourners for all of history, really. Well, not all of history, but for a long time.
How much do you think you make as a professional mourner?
$200. Well, $100 an hour.
So $30 to $120 per event.
Yeah, I was thinking like $200 an event. So that was I don't know. To me, you're gonna go and be sad all day for a living.
It might be some good people watching, though.
But that is the other part of this, is that you don't actually have to be sad. You have to pretend to be sad. And then you're just like, but you'd still be subjected to some sad things. But lots of jobs subject you to sad things.
It would be like actual sadness, you know?
You're in the air conditioner. Although, I don't know, there's graveside. Mm-hmm. So then you're gonna be hot for some of it.
Do you have to be able to cry on demand, you know?
I don't think people are expecting everyone there to cry tears. Mm-hmm. So I just think you have to look weepy.
Yeah. Do you have to console the person that's hired you? Like, do you have
I wonder what does a contact form look like on this? Like when someone's filling out, hey, I need you for my event. Like, you think, what are the check boxes, Ariel?
What are the check? I think that there's something about, well, hold on, back up. Are people hiring professional mourners to be like a companion at sad things, or do they just want to fill the seats?
I would think the second.
What would the check boxes be? Do you have a black suit or formal wear?
No.
I don't know. I was thinking
you're never going to make it.
No, I'm not going to. I was thinking if it was companion, it like might be something about like height. That way, like, are they the right height to kind of like put their arm around you?
I can definitely see a particular kind of person who could spend their time at home watching Maury and smoking cigarettes instead going to be a professional mourner.
I could see that too. I'm like picturing several people now that I know that would
me too.
be great for this.
But I would not like this job. I know that's not the question, but
yeah. Okay. Pet psychic. For $200 an hour, you could talk to dead pets for people.
No, you could not.
We're gonna.
So again, if you're just gonna make crap up, like the professional mourner, you may as well do this. You know, if you're just gonna act. I would
prefer. I think I'd do the professional mourner over pet psychic.
I certainly would, and I think that most reasonable people should, because psychics, whatever. To try and make $200 an hour by saying I can communicate with your dead pet.
I would have a hard time figuring out what to come up with for an hour, you know, to make it worth $200.
They need to be 25-minute sessions, and you start the first part with just like
25 minutes
connecting.
Top.
Oh, I need 10 minutes to make a good Wi-Fi signal.
I'm going to be quiet in here. Just let me connect.
Let me focus.
Stop asking questions. All right. This one, direct sperm donation. There was.
I don't like the first word.
I don't either.
I don't think I need any more explanation.
Well, no, I do want to read you a little bit more about this. There was a listing on simplyhired.com that for $6,000, they would pay the right candidate that much money for direct donation.
I also don't like that it was on Simply Hired. This seems like a job that should be a little more difficult to hire for.
It should. But the right candidate needed to be attractive, athletic, have a college degree, and be at least 50% Italian.
There's a joke.
I'm sure there is.
Okay. What's the next way to make money?
Competitive eating.
Okay. Well, we've talked about this one before.
Yeah. Tom, our web developer, is a freelance competitive eater.
An amateur competitive eater. Yeah. And
I'm going to say no. I don't want to do this.
To me, there's nothing appealing about it. And according to him, like, you only make the money if you win, typically like first place. Yeah. And even with that, you're talking about a moderate amount of money, and you got to buy supplies to prep and practice. And it's just like acid reflux and all that. I feel like
I would also like no longer enjoy food the way that I normally enjoy food if it was to do that. So I think I'm good.
I don't have any interest in that.
All right. Rent a friend, $20 to $50 an hour. And the website, it's up and it's active, and you can find friends in your area who are ready to hire. They say for part-time work, you can make $2,000 to $5,000 per month. And not only do you get paid, you get to go to concerts, sporting events, weddings, parties, walks in the park. I don't know.
How is this different than being an escort?
It's I don't know. I mean, this is a friend. So
but if you're paying someone $6,000 a month,
frisbee golf? No, they're not paying you that much. They're paying you $20 to $50 an hour. That's not enough to be an escort.
Oh, what did you say? I thought you said that you could make $6,000 a month.
Well, if you do this as like a part-time job, working like 20 hours a week as a friend.
It's just, these are all sad. These just make me sad. This is more sad than the...
Here, I'm going to read you a friend who's in St. Louis, okay? His name is Fred.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
His name is Fred. He's 33 years old. He says, my name is Fred. I'm 6'8". Holy cow. And I just want to be here for others.
Yeah, I'm going to bring my tall friend Fred tonight to the happy hour. You guys are going to love him. We're going to need to wrap up right at 7, though. He's got somewhere he needs to be.
Well, he does. There's a lot of things that he likes. He's available for phone friends, emails, pen pals. He likes bookstores, bowling, sightseeing, baking and cooking, museums, amusement parks. He's up for being friends with seniors. He'll do business events.
All right. No, the senior thing makes more sense. If maybe you're hiring someone to be a friend to an older person. Yeah.
Well, what if you're new in town? You just move into a new town and you're like,
this is sad.
I really want to go to a concert. And would you go to a concert by yourself?
Well, I would. But my point is, even if, like, when you move to a new town, you're not hiring a friend. You're hiring
a companion for the evening.
No.
Okay.
It's sad.
Okay, let's move on.
It's sad that Fred makes money this way.
You know, Fred might really enjoy it.
I'm going to St. Louis end of this month. Maybe I should hire Fred. Hey, can I hire Fred to come to your birthday party?
I would, yes.
He's 6'8". Wait till your friends get a load of Fred.
This is my tall friend, Fred. He says he likes adventures and getting to know others and their passions. He's also just here to listen too, if you need a listener. So,
what if I hired him, I took him to your birthday party, but I told him the rule is he cannot speak. He must only listen. And everyone's going, hey, Fred, you're tall.
Yeah. I would love that. That might be worth. But Fred would have to stay the night.
That might be your birthday gift. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Become a human guinea pig and like do the medical research testing. So
see, I'm not the right person for this game at all. Like all my friends in college gave bone marrow. Is that what no, plasma? Sorry. Plasma. Yeah. And they'd go 2 times a week and they'd make rent or whatever. And you know what I did? I went and got a job. And I mocked them relentlessly. I'm just like, someone's got to do it. Yes. But is this where people should head? Is this the orientation they should be in? I hope not. I would hope not.
Yeah. I don't know. Declan did some medical testing when he was right after high school. And he said he really liked it because you would have to go and stay overnight, and he would just like bring a stack of books and had like quiet reading time for like 48 hours. So I'm like, well, maybe
I suppose that if it was, if it was non-intrusive and non-pharmacological.
These were all.
So but I don't know. What are you going to do? Play around by just letting people drug you with unknown substances?
Well, the ones that they did, the company that he did the medical testing through, it was all drugs that had already been in use and were patented. And because whenever so it's not like some brand new thing.
Yeah, but if you don't need it, then you shouldn't be taking it. But here's the only way that I would do this. I would say to the company, I will come and do medical testing, but you always have to give me the placebo.
I don't think that's how it works, but you could try that. I don't think I would do it either. I don't even like taking allergy medication if I really need it. So I'd be weirded out by that.
Yeah.
Okay. Push people around. You could be an Oshia or a train pusher in Tokyo, Japan. They push crowds into the trains to fit more passengers. You just want to shove people into trains.
There are some days that this would be, I feel like this is
a very therapeutic job.
Yes.
I would just worry that people would try and push back and it might cause an altercation.
They're very polite in Japan. Actually, when you see them, the people are willing to be pushed and malleable because you literally are trying to fit them all into the train. Mm-hmm. And I think they're pretty receptive to the
okay. All right.
To the person. Again, this is the kind of job that you put a kiosk up and you go, yes. Would you like to push people in the train for an hour? And people come up and they volunteer, and every hour you trade off and you just get free labor.
Yeah.
Win-win.
All right, Michael, this is what we're going to leave the company that we work at right now to start this new one. We could start as this on the side until it takes off.
We're all about side hustles around here.
All right, next one. Sell deer urine. You can sell a 2-ounce bottle of deer urine for about $15.50. There's also coyote urine, bobcat urine, and others.
Yes, there is. So my dad used to do this.
Really?
My dad would collect and sell fox urine.
Why do people buy it? I guess I need to know that first.
To then, as a lure and as a mask when you go hunting.
Oh, okay. How did
deer
your
is
dad
a big.
Collect
we had
fox urine?
Foxes. I don't know exactly how he actually collected it, but we had foxes in cages that he'd catch and then. I don't remember. I don't know if you remove a sack or. I don't know. I don't remember that. But here's what I do remember. My dad was a Boilermaker, a welder. Mm-hmm. And for the longest time when I was growing up, he worked in a pulp mill, like a place that made paper. And I don't know if you've ever smelled a pulp mill, but it is the strongest sulfur fart smell. It's so potent. And he would collect fox urine. So it was nonstop, either pulp mill or animal or stinky, musky. No. And fox, it's very, very burns your nose type of urine smell. So I had a lot of those smells growing up. But yeah, for the type of person who, especially if you're in that hunting, trapping type world, that's a way that people make money. What's funny to me is they've got it on a list as though you're just going to leave your apartment. I'm going to go sell some deer urine today. I don't know that it's going to work exactly like that. But.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You got to first live in a place with deer, be able to farm them. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I don't know easier than.
I don't know exactly how you procure it exactly, but
here's a cup. Can you pee into this, please?
Yes.
All right. Well, speaking of peeing, sell your own urine. Selling it to people who are trying to take drug tests and want to pee clean. So $20 per ounce is the going rate on Craigslist, apparently.
Yep. Well, again, it takes all tact to live in a world like this.
Yeah, I feel weird about that one. I don't know that I would want to do that. We can move on. Milk snakes.
Yep. I've heard of this one as well. again, I don't know. Everybody's got their own little weird things they like. And if you like
Mm-hmm.
snakes, then this is a way to make money from snakes. That's how I view all these animal things.
That is such a positive view, I think.
Yeah, I'm a positive guy.
Clean IMAX screens.
Okay. Say more.
It takes about 8 hours. Most cleaning companies do not have the skills or equipment to clean an IMAX screen. I don't know how much you would make, but if you have the right tools, you could clean an 8-story screen. Would you do that? You'd have to have, I feel like this is a company and you tour around the country cleaning screens. Because how often do they need to be cleaned, you know?
Yeah, it can't be that often. But they are, it's been a long time since I've seen an IMAX, but they're like higher up and they're a little bit.
They're like kind of curved, domed
they're
or
curved,
something. Mm-hmm.
And they're not, like you sit kind of back in an IMAX theater, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you probably need like some kind of lift or.
Yeah. Harnesses maybe would be involved.
There's 3 of these companies in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So again, no, you cannot go and clean an IMAX screen for some extra money.
Yeah.
This list is deteriorating.
It is deteriorating. Sell your hair.
It wouldn't work for me.
No, that's true. But if you had hair.
If I had hair. I mean, again, people do it altruistically, you know, for the kids with cancer. Okay, but like,
well, they gift it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I don't think I can't. Yeah, I don't know that I would. I feel weird about that for some reason. But all right, I'm going to do one more. Okay?
All right, last one.
Wrap up. Cuddle for money. Professional cuddlers.
Yeah.
Clients pay $80 an hour for simply snuggling up with a stranger.
Yep.
Nothing beyond cuddling is allowed.
Yeah, no,
I do not
understand.
like strangers that much.
Yeah, I've read the articles over the years about these people.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. I understand people need physical touch. But typically you want to be physically touched by someone you know and love.
Couldn't even cuddle a friend for an hour.
Well, it would be a lot. Well, I'll say this. It'd be a whole lot easier for me to cuddle a stranger than a friend.
Yeah, actually,
I would just
maybe
die
that would
laughing.
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that.
But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you wanted to pay me to cuddle you for an hour, it's going to be a whole lot more than $80.
What would your price be?
It would be $1,300. I'll cuddle you for an hour.
$1,300. All right, yeah. guys.
I mean, like, because think about after 3 minutes, you've got 57 more to go. Nope.
No, that would be.
I will cuddle you for I will cuddle you for 90 seconds for $80.
Okay, guys. So if anybody
that's my rate.
The listening or viewing community is interested.
There's a contact form
with Michael. Please, there's a phone number in the show notes.
Yeah, you have to pay, you have to pay all your own travel and figure out all the logistics.
Or if you live in the Florida area, I won't be more specific about where Michael lives in Florida because maybe he doesn't really want. Okay,
it's easily find outable. All right. Well, Ariel, these are all very interesting ways to make money.
They are interesting.
We have better ways to make money if you want to go to millennialmoneyman.com. But thank you for bringing
side hustles.
/side dash hustles.
Yes. Thank you. That is true.
But thank you for bringing them.
You're welcome.
You have taken it upon yourself to bring them because I'm very inconsistent with collecting ideas.
I've also told you that I would be responsible for the idea collection and bringing the procurement of ideas. And
responsible you are.
Mm-hmm, thank you.
Well, thanks for listening to this episode of Questionable Decisions. We'll be back next week with another episode. If you have anything you'd like to tell us or ask us, there's a number in the show notes, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.